Hello everyone and welcome to Campus Channel. I'm here with ESCP Business School and we're going to be talking about the MSc in Big Data and Business Analytics. In order to do so, I have the pleasure to welcome the two co-directors, Lynn Farah and Howard Zong, and one of our former students, Alice Vibo, an alumni student. Well, the three of them are here to answer my question, but first let's start with the pitch. The pitch, I believe, Lynn, you're going to have to tell us what we need to know within 60 seconds about this MSc. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm listening.
Okay, so 3 features of the program. It is multidisciplinary, multicultural, and multi-format. For the multidisciplinary, our program bridges the business side and the data science side through analytical applications. Also, it recruits students from very diverse academic backgrounds, and therefore we leverage on the diversity and the complementarity of their skills and their knowledge that they bring into the program. For the multicultural, this is a program that involves students and professors from all over the world. And it runs in 3 capitals, Paris, Berlin, and Beijing. And for the multi-format, the learning is very diverse. It occurs, of course, through classes, through conferences, through workshops. They are delivered on the academia by professors and by professionals, because we are lucky to have many collaborations with professionals from leaders in the sectors, different companies, industries. And therefore, we are very much focused on learning through real life, through data, applications, through hackathons, through case studies, and so forth.
All right, thank you very much. A perfect pitch right on the clock. Well, let's see how to get in now through the admissions. Your co-director mentioned several applications, several academic background. What is your academic background, Alice?
So I did my bachelor's in the UK for 4 years with a placement, and then I wanted to come back to France, so I chose this master's.
And why big data and business analytics? What do you like about it?
So I, for sure, had an interest in data and numbers right from, I'd say, the 2nd year of my bachelor's. And from my 2 placements that I did in my 3rd year of bachelor's, I definitely saw, I was very curious in it. So I chose to pursue a master's specialized in big data and business analytics.
And why specifically ESCP and not any other school or any other universities anywhere else in the world?
Because I'm half French and I thought, what an interesting opportunity to come back to my country. I also quite selfishly wanted to be back in Paris, and ESCP is in Paris, in the center of Paris, and offering the specialized masters in the field that I was looking for. So I thought it was the perfect fit, also for the international dimension and the fact that I could meet international people. So.
Right, so Alice is one profile. Who others could apply or applies to this program, to this MSc?
Well, Alice comes from the business background.
Yes.
And that's roughly half the class, half the cohort is from a business management side of the spectrum. We have roughly 1/3 of the people who come from an engineering, computer science, so more technical background. But we're really interested in all profiles. Anyone can specialize in big data and business analytics. So we also have people who come from arts, from social sciences, from different sciences. It can be pharmaceutical, it can be mathematics, it can be anything on the spectrum. So we have around 20% room for that diversity in the profiles that we get in, basically.
You said from arts?
Yes, we have maybe 2 candidates per cohort who have studied arts, who are looking for a reconversion, who are following the trends of these days with big data, business analytics, who are interested in numbers, as Ali said, and in analytics. So yeah, it happens.
How good at statistics do I need to be?
You'll learn. I don't think you need to be good at it. I think the program is made for you to learn throughout the course. Yeah, I don't think you need a background in statistics.
All right. So you have first the application and then the oral interview. What makes you choose a candidate from just an application to the oral part?
So typically, I think we are looking at the student's background and to see if there's already a fit into the program and what we are looking for. And also, of course, we are looking to their academic records, in terms of GPA, in terms of the proficiency in English, for example. So those are some criteria we're looking for.
All right, because you said like no academic background is required. So is it just like some kind of academic excellence that you're looking for? Is it a mindset? Is it some extracurricular activities that are very important? What exactly weighs the most, if not the background?
I think it would be the experience and the major, like for example, and for the ambition or for the motivation, that's what we are going to understand or know better during the interview.
Right. So how did your interview go? What kind of questions did you have?
I was asked about, so I was asked to pitch first.
The pitch as well? Right.
The pitch.
60 seconds.
60 seconds to tell a bit more about me. And then I was asked about my professional experiences, which I talked quite a lot in detail about, because they were highly linked to the master's program in analytics and big data. And then I was asked why ESCP and why, or what would make me the perfect candidate for ESCP. And then the classic, any last minute questions.
Such as? What's classic as such last minute questions, such as what? Such as like, do you need to have like, I don't know, any, what's your interest in the big data, or do you have to have like any, to be aware of any news in the big data world and be aware of it?
I think it definitely helps to show that you have the curiosity for the field and that you've questioned yourself about this new field, yeah. I think the classic questions are more, what are you expecting as well? So I saw quite a good fit in that ESCP cared about what I was looking for. And then I also asked, what are you looking for? So it was all-rounded, well-fitting, I think.
At the end of the interview, you asked those questions, or during the interview?
At the end of the interview, yeah.
What are your expectations? Like for those preparing for that interview, which is very stressing, the pitch is a very stressing moment, the conclusion of the interview is a very stressing moment. How could you help them? And apart from just like be natural, be motivated, be passionate, you know, some more specific advice that you could give?
I think it's very important. Well, the pitch is not timed, so just to agree on that so that no one is stressed. But it's very important to be, first of all, well-informed about the program and well-informed about the competition or the other options, because it's important, as Alice is saying, to know why this school, why this program, as opposed to a lot of other programs available on the market. It's also important to assess the fit, and we do it both ways. So we want to see if the students are a good fit for the program. So will they get what they're looking for out of the program? Will they not be disappointed, overqualified, underqualified maybe? Not just related to their academic background, but to their experiences and the long-term plan that they have, or short and medium-term plan. Let's start with that. But we also want to see if they fit in the cohort that we are getting ready to recruit. So we want to have a cohort with diversity, as we mentioned. We want to have a cohort where there's a good ambiance, where people get along together, where people collaborate, share the skills, and compensate or are going to complementary collaboration. So this is very important when we look at the profiles and when we interview the people to see this overview. Is the puzzle, is the picture fitting overall? Are we building a nice group, basically?
A nice picture for the puzzle, and one student is one piece, basically.
Exactly.
One last question before we move on to the cliché. I always that question. You have several dates of application. Is there one date that will allow me to have better chances? Obviously, every student who are applying are asking themselves that questions.
I don't think so. So there are definitely 3 different dates for the application. Well, the volume of the application might vary across the 3 different sessions, but there's definitely no much difference in terms of the acceptance of the candidates throughout the sessions.
Or maybe that's the first cliché we just debunked, because normally people tend to think that the sooner the better. Well, it's not the case. What about the other clichés? Let's discover that. The cliches are about preconceptions, ideas that you might have had before applying, or once you've applied. Alice, what was the cliche, or what is the cliche that comes to your mind?
I think the first one that comes to my mind is you need to be geeky, which...
Are you?
I'm not.
Okay.
With a management business background, I'm not. And I don't think you need to be. I think you need an interest in data and numbers and in the field. But the geek aspect, you will learn to code, and you will decide whether you want to develop that skill and how far you want to go.
I was going to ask you that question. Are you going to become a geek if you don't need to be one?
No.
Somehow yes or somehow no?
Somehow no.
Somehow no, all right.
Or somehow yes. I guess it's a good question. I think the courses in this master's program give you many skills, and it depends what weight you want to attribute for each course. I knew I wanted to develop my technical skills, so I took those technical courses a bit further. But if I didn't want to, I would have just stayed on the business side and just gained that knowledge without going into the geek part.
So now you know how to you know how to code.
So I do know how to code.
Now you know, right? Have you learned from scratch? Did you have any?
Yes.
Yes.
So I had an interest. I had started teaching myself, but for sure, following the courses in this master's program, I got way better. And to this day in my career, I follow data scientists who are coding, and I understand what they're doing, but they code for me.
Are you giving them tips like maybe you should do this like that? It would be better. All right.
Yes.
All right. So you don't need statistics specifically. You don't need coding. You will understand things.
Exactly.
What about your cliche, Howard?
I think I will comment on the Alice's point. So you don't have to be geeky to apply for the program, of course. But maybe sometimes people had the view of business school being too focusing on management and being a bit of lacking on technology. And I would like to suggest that is definitely not the case at ESCP. So maybe two points to bring up for this. One is we are very active in these new technologies. For example, the recent development of AI technology. So we had the AI initiative starting from last year, and now we are very much embracing the technology of new Gen AI, for example, and many other new technologies. And another major event we have is we are now the first European school partnering with OpenAI. So we are very much, trying to get the best, the opportunity to partner with the major players in the field and trying to bring all the students and faculties up to the chain, basically.
So a partnership with OpenAI.
Yes.
How does it implement in the courses? How exactly, what kind of presence, what does that mean for someone watching, like, I have a partnership with OpenAI? Concretely, what is it?
Yeah, so I think one major change that this partnership brings in is we now have access to the most advanced or very latest technologies developed by OpenAI. So we are still at the testing phase now, but there is a significant portion of students and faculty members have access to the OpenAI EDU account. So now we definitely have better access to these new technologies, and we are taking these opportunities to really bring in, our knowledge and to see how this Gen AI is going to change the teaching and research at ESCP.
So not only knows your student how to code, now they participate in the AI revolution, basically,
exactly,
with their coding courses. All right, well, what else, except from coding, will you learn? That's what we're going to discover with the program. But first, who will have to study during holidays? Because when I went on your website, there is courses during July and August. Who has to do that?
So not a lot of people. I would say 15 to 20 students out of a cohort which is made up of, let's say, 85 on average.
Okay.
These are students who come from a bachelor's degree. but they don't have enough credits for what we call the DME diploma, which is the diploma accredited by the French Ministry of Education. So they have this kind of prerequisite semester that they do entirely online, entirely remotely. Most of it is in an asynchronous way, and they simply need to validate a certain number of credits through 6 online courses to be able to come in with the rest of the cohort with the required academic basics.
And I guess it's for their help as well, for their own good in some way.
It is for their own good because they go over topics which are prerequisite for a business school. So those who don't have the business background, they catch up on that. And there is a statistics course that is of help to those who haven't done any statistics to get them more comfortable, although it's not required, but it definitely is a prerequisite to, for example, one of the courses Howard teaches, which is statistics. So yes, it is for their own good as well.
Paris, Berlin, and Beijing. Can you describe the international seminar experience and its impact on you, on your global perspective? It's not only international seminar. I would say Beijing is international seminar, but Paris and Berlin is like the campuses, but it's an international experience. How has that impacted you?
So I've done Paris, Berlin, and Dublin.
All right.
It was after COVID and Beijing was still not open, so we were lucky to go to Dublin instead. I think those different countries that we were lucky to go to really helped in getting that cultural experience that ESCP heavily markets, and we true, and it really played a part in just learning the culture. For example, in our international seminar in Dublin, we were lucky to go to the Guinness Museum. We were lucky to go to a rugby local game. So I think it's really nice also to experience different cultures as part of this master's program.
Is that why you were in green? No. Okay. Paris, Berlin, and Beijing. Why are the 3 locations interesting for a student?
So first of all, this is one of the point that, I mean, the part of the characteristic of uniqueness of our program is to be a bit of international. And so students, in this design, students got the opportunity to explore 3 different cities, capitals, and in terms of the culture, so they had the experience. And secondly, we have different faculty members, professors that are based in different campuses. So this is a good opportunity for the students to learn from different professors, given their specialties, strength, and that's definitely a good opportunity.
What's the most useful things you've learned during this MSc?
Most useful, I think, is the technical skills, because it was exactly what I was looking for, applying for, and it's a baggage that I took with me, and to this day, it improves my collaboration with the people I work with on a day-to-day basis. I was looking to bridge the business and the technical, and I think this program provides exactly this. So I think that's the key learning. So Python, R, SQL, if you're looking to learn this on a basic foundation level, I think it's the right master's for you.
Which course surprised you the most? The one that you were not waiting, you're like, I was not expecting that. Whether in the way it was being taught, sorry, or being taught, sorry, or just the subject, the content of it.
I think it's the data-driven strategy course, which bridges the strategy aspect of a company with the data insights that you can get. So you work with a company that is chosen by the professor, and you go through a coursework which takes you through a data analysis and gets you to pinpoint key insights for which you add to a business strategy. And then the company that helped you throughout this project comes to hear your thoughts. So you pitch. So it really is a well-rounded course in which I learned a lot. And I'm now also on the other side. So I was part of that. I took part in this course, and now I collaborate with the professor who is in charge to teach it to the students since I'm on the company side. So I think well-rounded experience.
Definitely. You had to write a thesis?
Yes.
What was it about?
I wrote my thesis with Howard as a supervisor. And I worked on analyzing Amazon comments and using NLP, so natural language processing.
Thank you for translating.
Natural language processing to identify key insights in the comments and let's say examine the recurring comments to have an impact on business decisions. So whether it was for olive oil, for example, taste was coming a lot in the comments. So then I would suggest that taste is a key attribute to explore and to improve business decisions. I really loved my thesis, and I'm not saying it because Howard is here.
Yeah, obviously
and
not.
Alice is doing very well.
That's my question. Like you thank Howard like directly when I asked you the question with thesis. How did Howard help you, or how did ESCP help you achieve that thesis?
So I came up with my topic, and I faced technical questions because I'm not from a technical background. So I challenged myself. I looked at different sources and I questioned Howard and asked for his opinion as well on the best method to use. So I think that's how ESCP supported me in achieving the technical part and writing the structured thesis that I wrote.
How do you choose who is going to help which students? For example, Howard, it was you for that topic, but how do you choose and who do you pick?
It's really, I think it started with the students. So students had their own interests. For example, Alice has a special interest in certain technology, NLP, for example. So maybe she wanted to learn it, and then she would choose or approach to the professors who are more or less specialized in that topic. And then once they agree on and finalize the topic, then that would be the work or the supervision kind of build up in this way.
Right, and after the thesis, you're graduated normally, and once you've graduated, what do you do? Well, let's discover it. How does ESCP's network facilitate career opportunities in big data?
Well, I think there are different ways we expose our students to opportunities for their post-graduation career, but also pre-graduation because they have to do an internship as part of the program requirements. So there are, as Alice mentioned, collaborations with companies within specific courses where you have guests who come in who get you to work on something, and if you shine, they see that. This also happens through the hackathons that we mentioned earlier, so it's also an opportunity to interact with companies and to shine and nail an opportunity afterwards. We have different company presentations that occur throughout the year with people who are interested in collaborating with us and learning more about our students and telling them more about how big data and business analytics are being used in their companies in the field. And we have very involved alumni now from our network. We have a big network of alumni from the program, 6 cohorts graduated. So they are giving back to the program, and this is one of the ways they come, they present the company, they say we have openings, recruitments. So that's a third way we can put it. We also have some official events that are not specific to our program, but that are organized by the schools. So career fairs, job fairs, recruitment opportunities. So all of that to ensure that students are placed in their internships and then secure a long-term job. There are so many opportunities in the program. Some of them are more informal. The alumni network of the program organize. They do drinks, they collaborate with the Big Data Club. When our students go to Berlin, we have several alumni who are based there. They come and see them. Some of them are teaching courses, again, in the program. So that's another way to network and to let them discover the world they're in. And when we were talking about the 3 capitals earlier, part of the reason the program is designed also in Paris, Berlin, and Beijing is to expose the students to the ecosystems and the businesses, the AI and tech scene in those cities. For example, Berlin is very well known for the startup scene there, the incubators. So these are all so many different types of formal and informal opportunities that the students are exposed to.
Alice, what's your job today?
I'm a consultant
All right.
in a strategy and data AI firm.
All right.
So,
And how responsible is ESCP and this MSc for the position you're having today?
very responsible.
How so?
Because I attended the ESCP career fair. I met the company I'm currently working at in the career fair. I also collaborated with them on a project. So it's a full circle.
and as an alumni, like you mentioned, as an alumna, sorry, what is going to be? What is your implication going to be?
I'm here today. I want to give back to ESCP for sure. And when people contact me on LinkedIn, when I work on the course that I mentioned previously, I really want to help the students find the path that they want to take. And for me, the masters really helped me in finding what I wanted to do in life. And so I really want to help anyone who's a little confused and help them find their way.
All right, so to all the students applying today, contact Alice. The
LinkedIn is going to explode.
Yeah, exactly, the LinkedIn icon is going to explode. Well, with time flies, we still have a bit of time. It's time for extra time. Extra time is about adding something we haven't said or highlighting something that we've mentioned or any other thing that comes to your mind. I always start with the alumna and I finish with the directors. So we'll start with you, Alice. What would be your conclusion?
I think I'll conclude with 3 words to describe the masters. So I'd say if you're looking for a challenge, this masters is right for you. If you want a good, well-rounded experience in terms of data and business, I'd say international for the connections, the friends I've met, the international experience going to Dublin and Berlin and Paris. And last, probably growth. I've felt myself grow so much in this master's. So I think if those are attributes you're looking for, it's the right place for you.
All right, thank you. Maybe Lynn, I will let you start, and Howard, I will let you finish, because you started with the pitch.
Well, I think it's very important to highlight what we've been discussing throughout, how fast this field is developing, right? So this is a program that is kind of young. We're not that old, started in 2017. It's now established. It's always in the top 10 rankings. And it's also developing and following the field. And this is thanks to all the people involved. So whether it's the professors, the research they do, our professional collaborations with the companies, so and the alumni and the students and the graduates where they go after they're done. Everyone makes it so that the program stays up to date, so that the program keeps developing, keeps expanding, keeps renewing. So I think this is very important to point out.
All right, thank you. Howard?
Yes, sure. So I think maybe I was just a little bit more on the diversity that we have. In terms of the candidates we're looking for, in terms of the opportunities we have in the program, and in terms of even location, culture-wise. So there's a lot of diversity in our program. So I think my key point I like to make is please apply to us, and we are very welcoming everyone who you see the fit with our program, the needs that you have, then please apply.
All right, thanks to the 3 of you for answering all of my questions. Like Alice said, it's a challenging, it's international, and it's a program that will make you grow if those attributes are interested to you. Well, apply. It's at ESCP Business School, MSc in Big Data and Business Analytics. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.